In this edition of City News, we'll show you what kids are learning at the annual Water Harvest Festival. Also,
have you ever heard of a teacher working for light bulbs? Stay tuned and find out how a local teacher is doing just that.
Plus, dogs are man's best friend, but a Hawthorne resident takes that role and expands it even further, and it's all for a good cause. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Amy Davis. The Hawthorne Education Foundation hosted its first annual Family and Pet Extravaganza. If you missed the action, Shantae Passmore fills you in.
This dog doesn't fetch, he dives, and there are plenty more four-legged friends at the first ever Family and Pet Extravaganza.
It's to benefit, all of this is to benefit the Hawthorne Education Foundation. Goes back into our schools, goes back into the things that are needed in our local schools.
The Hawthorne Education Foundation raises funds for the Hawthorne School District. Luciano Aguilar, a Hawthorne School District board member, came up with the concept, but he needed the help of Mayor Pro Tem English and community volunteers.
Something like this is going to draw a lot more people out.
And with gourmet food trucks, diving dogs, and entertainment, it certainly drew them out to Memorial Park. For Aguilar, a big turnout means there will be more awareness concerning the school district's needs.
You know, we're in a time of need right now with California the way it is. So we want to create new ways to help. For instance, almost like an emergency fund. You know, oh, we don't have any supplies. Well, you know what? Here's some money, go buy some supplies.
Event leaders are hoping this extravaganza leaves crowdgoers excited for next year's event. For HCTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
They raised several $1,000s and hope to make this an annual event. It is a ceremony dating back many centuries that shows how much pet owners appreciate their pets. HCTV reporter Sophia Pop explains.
The bond between Isaiah and his dog is unbreakable.
She's my best friend, and she's the only one I could talk to sometimes.
This is why his family brought their two dogs to the second annual Blessing of the Animals held at Trinity Lutheran Church.
Help her to be the best dog that she can be. Bless her, Lord, and keep her well and safe.
Senior Pastor Lawrence Becker explains the meaning behind the ceremony.
It commemorates the excitement and joy that St. Francis of Assisi found in animals and helped other people to grow to appreciate.
Hawthorne resident Roberta Silvera also brought her beloved teacup Yorkie, Cutie.
We pray for our families and friends. Why not pray over our pets as well? They're just like family members. So I thought it would be a neat idea.
After the blessing, every pet received a colorful bandana. The ceremony also included music and activities for pets and their owners. During the event, a $300 gift card was presented to Animal Control Officer Evelyn Diaz by Lighthouse Youth Program Director Kathy Erickson. Back in February of this year, the teens at the Lighthouse vowed to help Evelyn with her pet emergency preparedness fund.
This has been a great opportunity for them to go over to the city of Hawthorne, see the yard, look around at different things, and find out what's happening here. And they find that they like it.
The fundraising efforts included a luncheon, bake sales, and a pet supply drive at Trinity Lutheran Church that gathered much needed supplies like
clean blankets and towels and dog beds and bowls and all sorts of things, leashes and things that they will need in the event of a disaster.
An emotional Evelyn accepted the funds and spoke of how this will make a difference in the event of a catastrophe.
I'm going to have animals from different cities in our city, and with the help of these kids, what they have done and what they are doing, they're helping everyone.
To culminate it out here where it's such a huge success, where we see just the fruits of the labor and people benefiting from it, I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience.
The teens said they will continue to help Evelyn in any way they can. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Sophia Pop.
If you'd like to make a donation to the Animal Emergency Preparedness Fund, contact Officer Diaz at the Animal Control Office at 310-349-2948. Some people are born to teach, while others may find their way into the profession by accident. Shantae Passmore tells us how one Wiseburn teacher found her calling.
For this LA County Teacher of the Year, teaching wasn't exactly her first major while in college.
We have the Columbian Exchange.
Sheila LaCour had dreams of being in pre-med, then law, followed by math. But none of the subjects seemed to fit. That's when she was advised to seek a major related to education.
I was not that stellar student. I was that class clown. I was that one that was always right on the border of being in trouble.
Mrs. LaCour's last choice for a major seemed to be her best choice for a career. Fast forward 35 years, and this Dana Middle School teacher was one of the 16 recognized as Los Angeles County's Teachers of the Year.
I work for light bulbs, and it's the truth. If you've ever taught anybody anything and you saw their face light up with like, oh, I get it. All you need to have that happen once and you're addicted.
And this social studies teacher had a light bulb moment herself. She met another teacher who soon became a mentor to her after her first year of teaching.
I wanted to leave. It was hard. And he showed me what teaching was really about. How you have class management, how you work with the kids, how you really bring the best of them out.
Making an impact, or placing her fingerprints on them, as she likes to call it, is what motivates her to walk through the classroom door every day, especially when former students stop by to visit, invite her to college graduations and their weddings.
Mrs. LaCour wants to be known as a teacher who cares for her students, unrelated to their test scores. And she's also hoping to be remembered as a teacher who pushed her students to unrealized potential. For HGTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
Sheila LaCour will go on to compete against other county winners for the state title, and from there one teacher will be selected to represent California in the national competition for Teacher of the Year. The West Basin Municipal Water District held its 14th annual Water Harvest Festival. Francisco Castillo takes us to the event.
Games, free food, and even a pony ride are just a few of the many activities people had an opportunity to enjoy at the annual Water Harvest Festival. But it wasn't all fun and games.
Our annual Water Harvest, which is a festival to make the public aware of conservation in particular.
According to AccuWeather.com, California reservoirs are 10% above average due to a bountiful 2011. In spite of this, California is in the midst of a drought due to the lack of rainfall in 2012.
California has its drought seasons and there's not too much water available for drinking right here, so it's important to be able to conserve water.
Number one message is the importance of conservation. There's only so much drinking water available on Earth, and we have to learn to use it wisely.
West Basin relays this message by promoting the use of low-flow items.
A lot of devices that are used, for example, the short shower devices, the shower heads that we give out. We advertise our low-flow toilet giveaways, which we do in almost every community every year.
Organizations and businesses also set up booths where they had presentations to show everyone what they can do in order to keep our oceans clean.
We kind of emphasize the community to use eco-friendly shampoos or detergents or anything that you're using to make sure it's eco-friendly, so it kind of reduces the algal bloom concentration in the oceans.
Whenever you see trash in the ocean, pick it up, or else it will get so dirty and you don't want to swim inside.
Guests also got an opportunity to learn about reptiles like my friend Brownie here. She's a ball python who could grow up to be 3 feet in length, but don't let her skin fool you. They actually make for very friendly pets.
I played with frogs. They're really slimy.
Kids also answered questions for tickets they could later exchange for prizes. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
For more information about the West Basin Water District, visit www.westbasin.org. Coming up on City News, see how one local teen has made his dream of helping felines a reality. Also, according to statistics, 1 out of 5 teenage girls will find themselves in a physically violent relationship before they graduate from high school. Find out how community leaders are trying to help. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
You little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living. Hey, kid.
To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, this is Flight Time Lang of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. And I'm Big Easy Lofton. And you're watching HCTV, Channel 22.
Welcome back. Pink ribbons are everywhere this month to highlight breast cancer awareness, but October also marks domestic violence awareness as well. Shantae Passmore reports how Hawthorne is trying to fight this taboo subject head-on.
For these high school girls, having their hearts broken is inevitable. But having their spirit, mind, and body physically broken is unacceptable, according to Dr. Jill Murray.
Abuse is power and control. So if somebody has power and control over you and they're using that, that's an abusive relationship.
New Star Family Center presented the conference, Teen Dating Violence Prevention. The event took place at the Hawthorne Memorial Center, and it not only featured workshops focusing on healthy relationships and self-esteem, but also the importance of having a healthy lifestyle.
We are actually looking at the young girl in her totality. It's not just about relationship, so it's mind, body, and spirit. That's how we look at the individual.
While the conference may have ended with these teenage girls feeling more empowered, Elena Maloney's fight didn't stop there. The nonprofit organization also held a fundraiser event later that evening. The purpose? To establish a family justice center in Hawthorne. The facility aims to provide services women may need once they leave their abusive relationship. The nearest location is in Anaheim.
There's psychological services, there's shelters involved, and also the police, the prosecutors, and the Department of Child and Family Welfare Services.
To further benefit the event, a silent auction took place while donors were treated to dinner and entertainment. While the attendees behind me are enjoying this fundraiser event, they're really here to tell women that love is defined by behavior, not a feeling. Attendees listened to familiar faces as they offered support for the Family Justice Center.
This is something that was overdue, something that is needed.
It is a wonderful program to empower girls to protect themselves against domestic violence.
I hope that the organization will continue to grow and bring out this great information to all the students that need it.
Keynote